Are we live? Awesome, awesome. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the show. I'm Dolly.
And I'm Jess.
Yup. I kind of froze it up right now. I just woke up, so I took a long ass nap. I was doing yard work, fucking a lot of work to do, and it's just so tiring. Jess, I heard you're coming back from Korean barbecue. I was there yesterday, and that shit was bomb. We were at Jen. Delicious ass food, yo.
I went to the huge spot we usually go to,
Oh, that one.
Ogane. Hell
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You drank
It
some?
was it was nah, I didn't drink today. It was more busy than usual though. So I was kinda like, that kinda sucked. Cause
Oh,
usually this place you can go there a little bit after 11 and they won't be busy, but it was hella busy today.
no, it's still Valentine's weekend. Everyone's still catching up, doing their usual. Yeah, that's for sure. We'll get into Culture Corner after sports news, so stick around for that. On Savage Sports of the Week, John Jones' biggest fight yet to revolutionize healthcare.
Super Bowl's marketing genius behind the Drake and Kendrick beef and more.
International criminals caught for the robbery of Joe Burrow's home. We'll get into that. In Culture Corner this week, Apple's secret surveillance AirPods 2027.
And we'll look to discuss dating icks of 2025.
Yes, because it's Valentine's week, yo. We're going to get into that shit. Gillie unveiled who killed his son on Club ShayShay. We'll get into that for sure. But yeah, man. Valentine's week, spending money that we're gonna have to go back to work soon just to make up, uh bought flowers, did all this cooking, yada yada. Yeah, I say it was pretty successful. What do you think?
Valentine's Day weekend, a weekend of a bunch of scamming and people taking advantage of the fact that people want to be romantic. Because things that you know for a fact, there's like restaurants overcharging,
Hmm.
people overcharging for flowers and
Oh my
just the
god.
simple stuff, candies, chocolates, bears that you on a regular weekend you'd get for like 10, $15. And all of a sudden, this stuffed animal is so great, it has to be $80 today.
Mm. And at Costco, I wanted to buy just like a dozen, but no, they had to sell 2 dozens for $40 just to make a profit. You know what I mean? So it's just like, what the fuck? But for sure, coming Tuesday or this coming next week, it's gonna go back to the same prices. So yeah, it's totally just a whole marketing thing that got people going crazy. But
And
anyways,
I say all that to say, don't wait till Valentine's Day weekend to do these
oh yeah,
things.
no, not even that. Just
Be
like
consistent.
in general,
Do it year
yeah,
round.
all year around, yo, have your fun. I think wives and girlfriends should understand that it's not just one day. It's but they expect it to be on that day, that special weekend type of thing. But it's really not it. It's just really a marketing type of thing that got people spending their money. But yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Share your thoughts with us because we do read them. We're actually gonna get into comments from episodes past. There's plenty of comments that I've been seeing. Separately, a huge component of why this debate will continue due to named Commanders being the dumbest mascot team name in sports. Not just football, in all sports, the team could have chosen to honor the largest tribe from that Maryland, Virginia, D.C. area, similar to Florida State being the Seminoles. I don't know, rather than the new expansion team, yada yada yada. Just basically what. Yeah, it's calling it dumb and crazy. What do you think, Jess?
Yeah, I mean, like they said, I feel like they completely cut out, the people that they were trying to honor in the first place. And, if it was controversial or if they felt it was controversial, I feel like they should have revisited it and,
Mhm.
talk to the people and ask them what do you guys feel would be acceptable so we can continue to honor
Yeah,
you instead of just go 100% away from it.
yeah.
So, I agree.
And this comment is from last week that you mentioned. False minimum age of consent is 16 in any U.S. state. Bro got me excited for no reason. And I commented, you correct there. No minimum age to get married. In Cali, I was thinking about then. Um, yeah, that's mind blowing. I was thinking about the false minimum age consent. I didn't think of much about what the second one he said. But yes, you had something on that.
Yeah, that was weird, and I just feel like some things you shouldn't joke about, and that's one of them. That's
That's
not
kind
funny.
of right, right. This guy, he said, "Nice work, keep it up." I said, "Appreciate it, thank you, thank you." And he said, "Why do they have? We are not going back ever." Says, "Why do they have the same name ASAP?" Um, I think it's a group thing, maybe part of
Yeah,
the
it
group
is.
name.
ASAP is their group
Yeah.
name. Like they all had that at the beginning of their name. ASAP Ferg, ASAP
Mhm.
Rocky. That's their group
I was
name.
thinking the same thing. It's just like a lot of people don't really understand that, but it's common sense. But yeah,
Yeah, it's just a group thing. It's the name of their
yeah.
group.
Okay. Well, let's get into it on this episode of Let Culture Speak.
Turn the mic on, let the culture speak. Gossip, sports talk, 7 days a week. From the courts to the streets, headlines stay bleak. Talk shows out now, let the culture peak.
From knocking out opponents to knocking down healthcare barriers, John Jones just stepped into the most challenging ring yet. The former UFC heavyweight champ is partnering with Power to the Patients, making waves in the healthcare transparency fight. Let's take a look at
Thanks for
that.
joining me today.
Okay.
This next fight for me is a personal one, but it's not just for me. It's for every American who's ever been bullied, robbed, or deceived. It's arguably the most important fight of my career. My next opponent will be the American healthcare system. I'll be joining Power to the Patients to take on hospitals, PBMs, and insurance companies that refuse to show us their prices so that they can overcharge us while raking in enormous profits. We should know that an MRI could cost $600 or $6,000 so that we can avoid overpaying. In America, we shouldn't have to advocate for honesty and accountability in healthcare, but here we are. It's time we all fight for real prices and transparency in healthcare. God bless America and power to the patient.
Yeah, I don't know because I've been hearing looking at comments and stuff saying this is AI. I looked on Google and it seemed legit, but that video I'm not sure if that was real or not. But like think about it. This guy escaped poverty in Cameroon, worked in sand mines, and crossed the Mediterranean on a raft to chase his dreams. Now he's throwing punches at a system that keeps Americans guessing about medical costs. Why? Because he knows what it's like to fight against impossible odds. The same warrior who would earn a 10 million payday against Tyson Fury is now fighting for something bigger than himself. Your right to know what you're paying for at the hospitals. True? I believe so because inflated fucking costs, insurance companies just trying to get the dough out of your insurance, even though out of pocket costs probably cost less than what your insurance would provide.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a really good cause, and it's a really big issue in the United States right now. People needing health care, people not going to get help, people not going to the doctor because they simply can't afford it, and it shouldn't be that way.
But John Jones personally experienced healthcare cost confusion after his knee surgery. He's already influenced policy changes in several states, which is great. Takes a figure to actually battle these decisions that everyday Americans are going through, and someone that of a big name is out there advocating for it. But his campaign has reached over 50 million views on social media. That's a big. He's recruited other professional athletes to join the cause. The initiative has already exposed significant price disparities between hospitals.
Absolutely. That's using your platform for good, bringing,
Mm.
you know, putting light on issues that are sometimes big, too big for the, smaller people that don't have a platform to tackle. So, you're just, excelling the fight and adding fuel to the people to fight against those prices and how they're
Hmm.
essentially price gouging people and making it next to impossible to get adequate care. So,
Hmm. And whatever, I don't know any updates on the Luigi thing. We'll probably get into that next week, maybe. But just off of that, people actually got behind a person. Yeah, we condemn that type of violence, but like, yo, it got people talking and got people actually wanting to stand up for these fucking ol- oligarchs type people that just fucking hustle us out of our money and our insurance companies, and we're paying money every month. All these insurance companies, fucking car insurance, health insurance, all these type of insurance, they're overpaying. We're overpaying it, and they still keep bumping the prices up, and we keep eating it, and how are we supposed to survive? But watch how fast hospitals respond when a heavyweight starts asking questions. Yeah, it's about time someone with influence stood up for regular folks. We just mentioned the real knockout will see. We'll be seeing actual price lists. Yes, man, just give us the upfront prices, and instead of paying the price that you say, and then there's hidden costs later on down in the month, like, hey, you got to pay this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought I paid it off already, and now I have to owe like 2,000, 3,000 more dollars. Like, it is frustrating as fuck.
absolutely.
Especially and your pet stuff. You mentioned this before, like it's crazy. Insurance, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, at that point, honestly, I actually did cancel the pet insurance because honestly, it was just I was paying them every month and they weren't really doing anything to help. So if I was gonna come out of my pocket, what am I paying you a monthly fee
I mean,
for? You're not helping me in any way.
whatever happens, happens. But that's just how life really is, and you gotta cut costs in some places. Yeah, I feel you, Jess, on that one. Yeah, but okay. We're gonna move on. Leave your thoughts on that, guys. What do you think? Prices on John Jones, his background, anything. Drop your comments below. Appreciate the 10 new subscribers. I plan on doing something. We are doing free merch still. Okay, I'm just figuring out how we could do it. There's gonna be probably like a spinning wheel raffle type of thing. But yes, 500 subscribers, we will get you guys merch. So subscribe to the show. Next week, hopefully, I will figure that out and try to get like an emailing list type of thing. But yeah, leave your comments below. Jess, you ready for the next story?
Expose Drake and Kendrick's beef. Was it all fake? The marketing genius behind hip hop's greatest scheme. So Drake just dropped "Fuck a Rap Beef," supposedly ending their feud, but peep game. New York Post reports this conveniently happened night after K-Dot's Super Bowl. Billboard reports his show pulled in a mind-blowing 133.5 million viewers, smashing Michael Jackson's record from 93 that had conservatives heated. Coincidence? According to the Billboard stats, both artists' numbers are through the roof. Think about it. Every diss perfectly timed with album drops, every beef perfectly engineered for maximum social media impact.
I believe it was, marketing genius type of thing. Like, you can't you can't do all that, and they both artists is, they share the same marketing team, Universal Music Group. Um, there has to be a plan behind it. What do you
I
think?
honestly feel like there's like something much deeper than that because if you really care to know, there's a lot of messages that were in Kendrick's Super Bowl performance, and I
Hell yeah,
feel
let's talk about it. Go ahead, go.
what's the best way to garner attention?
Yeah.
Feud with one of today's biggest artists. Everybody's going to be watching. Everybody wants to know what you're going to say. everybody's gonna get a message that you wanted to get across, whether they liked it or not. And he
Mhm.
basically, you know,
He
a
did
lot of
it.
people were angry, saying that this was the worst Super Bowl performance they ever seen,
Yeah.
and this was dumb. And he basically, if you were really paying attention to his message, everybody that was saying that, he called them out during the show and trolled the hell out of them.
Mhm.
Remember Samuel L. Jackson's part where he was like, "Too loud, too ghetto. They don't like
Mhm.
that. They're not
Mhm.
gonna." He was just
True.
trolling them. He called out what they were gonna say before they said it, and that's exactly what they said after the Super Bowl performance was done. And so, like he said, it got everybody paying attention. Now, as far as Drake's part, I don't know honestly what part he plays in the whole thing. I don't know if it was fake or not, but Kendrick obviously wanted to get a message out.
Mhm.
And like I said, what better way to do it than to beef with one of today's
Mhm.
biggest artists? Whether they like Kendrick or dislike Kendrick, they were going to be watching because they wanted to know what he was going to say about Drake in the Super Bowl
Mhm.
performance. So on Drake's end, I do not know. On Kendrick's end, I feel like he did what he wanted to do in the end of it
I
all.
mean, you would still
Now,
you would still
I know.
have the Drake fans and the Kendrick fans and whoever's riding with Drake will still support them. Their beef increased ticket sales by like 450%. Secret studio sessions were recorded during the feud. Their label stocks jumped 25% during peak beef, which is crazy because everyone was on it. I was on it when just waiting on the drops. Three major brands coordinated releases around the drama. When you see it, you can't unsee it, and a lot of beefs were usually coordinated for this type of releases to get K Dot back up there. He is the biggest artist, but you know to get him back on top, he had to start a beef, yo. He had to call someone out.
Absolutely. And it's the age old saying, good or bad, as long as your name is on their tongue, that publicity is gonna help
Mhm.
you. People love to hate you and love to love you. Either way, they gonna watch you because they want to see what they can either criticize next or praise next. You know what I mean? Watch how the industry plays chess, not
Yeah.
checkers.
Yeah.
They want your money. They want your attention. Look here. They're beefing. Look
Mhm.
here. Controversy usually drops before people's albums drop. Leading up to the Super Bowl, this controversy came up. They want everybody to be streaming their music, looking for subliminals in music prior. Everybody's like, "Oh, Kendrick's been talking mess about Drake." What did that do? Make people go back and listen to all of Kendrick's music. People went back and listened to all of Drake's music to pick apart everything. So it's not only boosting up songs that they're putting out now, but it's boosting up songs that they put out years ago.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you said, smart artists turn drama into
Money, yeah.
dollars.
And there's videos of there's some people that were going crazy over the performance. I feel like he could have changed the set list, in my opinion. He could have changed the set list. There's a bunch of people are watching. Kids are watching. They barely know the guy. They're just sitting, listening. They're there for a performance, and yeah, older people are just they weren't hyped like we were. Just when we were watching it, it was crazy. That was so fun.
The thing that I'll give him is he had a message he wanted to
Hmm.
get out. If you really want to dissect it, go back and watch. He picked specific parts of his songs to perform to get a particular message out to the people that it was geared towards. And another thing that somebody else had said, I forget who it was. He said all this really did was bring rap, back to where it needed to be,
Yeah.
because rap is an African American thing. At the end of the day, it is, and it's been, everybody's in it, and now it's a big melting pot now. All this did was bring it back to, oh, we don't like that. Da, 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 da. Rap was never supposed to be for everybody
Hmm.
anyway, and that's just how the OGs feel about it in the rap
Yeah.
game. So, you know, rap used to be something to get a message out to their own people,
Mm.
not for
Yeah.
everyone else. So if you don't like it, it ain't for you.
Nope. It
And it
is
wasn't
not.
ever for you in the beginning.
Dude, just videos. People are dissecting the shit out of that Super Bowl. Yeah, it was just a good performance to us millennials and the younger generation. But here's the $1 million question: does knowing it might be fake make the music hit different, or is this just the way the game is played? Either way, you can't deny the genius of it all. Stay woke. Yeah. Final thoughts on that, or leave your comments below, guys. Breakdown of the whole Super Bowl Drake controversy and shit. You know,
And keep in mind, the world is a stage.
speaking truth,
If they didn't want it to happen, it wouldn't have. I'll tell you that.
bro. Jess, I love watching. When I'm editing and shit, and you be dropping some fucking gems. I'd be like, oh my god, yeah, she's completely fucking right on that. I'd be mind blown. I'm like, oh my god, Jess is right. Yeah. Okay. After this last story, guys, we'll get into culture corner for this week. Apple's new 2027 AirPods, fucking ridiculous. 2025 dating icks. We'll drop a list. We'll talk about the list. Crazy. And then Gillie's son's death revealed. We'll get into that one. So this last story, let's get into it. NFL star quarterbacks home. Yo, let me put you on game about this wild situation that went down at Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow's crib. Picture this. December 9th, 2024, while he was out battling in Dallas, some international crews hitting his spot in Cincinnati. But here's where it gets crazy. These dudes really took selfies with stolen jewelry. Four Chilean nationals thought they were slick running with the South American theft group targeting $1 million homes across the US. But they slipped when cops caught them with Burrow's LSU gear and Bengals hat. One suspect started ringing when detectives dialed the number with the crime scene. Rookie mistake, right? The crew got caught, lacking in Fairborn, Ohio. Fucking hell, with glass breaking tools hidden behind the glove box. What do you think, Jess?
Idiots.
For real.
Like dumb,
Literally,
just
yo.
stupid as hell. Like social media, phones, iPhones is like
Uh,
you might as well have walked out the house and put a sign on your back until they caught you. Said, "Hey, we're the ones that robbed Joe Burrow. Come find us. We took everything and we took pictures. What are you
Jess,
doing?"
the day and age of social media, they can't fucking help it. They have to flash their the goods, even though it's like the most stupidest thing, like you just said. It's crazy.
They're the
Oh my.
equivalent to those people that say on social media, "I'm moving in silence," while posting on social media that they're moving in silence and letting everyone know. Like, what are you doing?
The group is part of a larger network. We talked about this before, targeting pro athletes like Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, basketball players too. They use sophisticated surveillance techniques. The FBI raided connected shops in New York City's Diamond District. Similar crews have hit homes in at least 8 different states. Investigators have arrested 6 different South American burglary groups. And not even that, like these athletes are posting where they're at, saying, they're away from home. So, hey, my house is open, no one's there. Go and fucking rob it and stuff. Yeah, you got to keep your head down.
Yeah, because like you just said, just all the same of people posting what they steal is the same thing with high profile people, athletes, rappers, singers, songwriters, whatever,
Yeah.
influencers. Hey, I'm over here out of the state. Everybody look at me here. Like
Mhm.
you need to, the smart ones have already, got it down. Post those pictures after done
Yeah.
that trip. Post that stuff a couple weeks after you come back. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like don't ever the live updating when you're out and about and you're gone, that should just be over with
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean? Post some old content, you
Mhm.
know. That's why you're supposed to post you get a lot of content so you can post it as you go, and you're not keeping people up to date with where you are, what moves you're making right there at this
Yeah.
moment. People got to be smarter. They got to protect themselves because people are always looking for a come up. And if it's at the expense of you, so be it.
And this is rich people problem, keep valuable items in a secure safe bolted in the ground, consider hiring private security during extended absences. They have the money, so take the extra security. Like Tagovailoa got security. We reported that. That was like last year, yo. But it's crazy that we have a follow-up story to the stories that we did before, and which is great. But yeah, I feel you, Jess. Anything else on that? Stupid, bro. Fucking idiot.
That's it. They know what to do, but people that's robbing, if you gonna do it, stop documenting your own demise. Please
Bro.
stop doing that. It's you did it. You were there. Your friends that you did it with, they know you did it. They were with you. Don't stop documenting it. Stop handing, never
Yeah.
mind. Document it. I don't care. Shoot, get caught. I don't care. You shouldn't
Dumb,
have been in that man's house in the first place.
for
So
real, dumbasses, yo. People are gonna do stupid shit. So if you're a criminal and you're posting shit, go ahead, be our guest. You're a criminal, and eventually it's gonna come around and get you.
shoot, take it one step further. Live stream it.
Mhm.
Be that one. Be the
Oh my
first.
god, stream it. Oh my gosh, you'll make money off of just that. If you're streaming burglaries and shit, yeah. Oh, that's hella funny. Let's move on. Leave your comments on that. Share your thoughts. We do read your comments. What do you think? Are those people pretty fucking dumb? Being international criminals and getting the whole gang fucking busted and shit. Share your thoughts on that, yo. We're gonna get into Culture Corner right now. We just got done with Savage Sports, guys. So let's move on. Apple's secret surveillance AirPods. Yo, this is some straight up Black Mirror type of stuff. According to recent reports, Apple's cooking up some wild new AirPods with built-in cameras dropping in 2027. But check this. While they're selling it as a next level AR gesture control, what if there's more to the story? Think about it. Tiny cameras in your ears, AI processing everything you see, all your data flowing through big tech pipes. Security experts are already raising red flags about massive amount of user data while devices collect. But here's the real question: are we trading our privacy for convenience? And who's really watching when your AirPods are watching? Fucking weird. Makes you wonder if those conspiracy theorists were onto something all along. You know, it's just fucking ugly at this point. Like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
man, it's like I know a lot of people like to sit around and say, "Oh, it's just a movie." But these movies be telling you what's gonna happen. These movies be telling you what's gonna happen in the future, and they like to desensitize you to it by making it a movie. Because what do you say to your kids or your brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, moms, and dads after it's a movie? You're tripping. It's just a movie. Forget. What is the perfect way to tell y'all what they about to do to you without you tripping off of it? Put it in a damn movie.
Play in your
Make it
face.
fiction, entertainment. It's just a
Sci-fi.
movie. It's not real. That wouldn't. They're trying to make it so in this world we live in, you cannot get away. You cannot stay hidden. You'll never be hidden, whether you want to or not. Because guess what? You may not get those AirPods, but your friend will, and you're gonna be on
Oh,
his
fuck.
cameras. You're never gonna be able to get away from this stuff. Like they're gonna make it in such a way where this world is gonna be under surveillance at every corner.
Right,
And if you
right.
think the people behind the scenes, like, oh, privacy, oh, they can't do that, oh, they have to protect our privacy. How do you know they really protecting your privacy? You don't. You can
Mm-mm.
sign all the stuff that you want to sign, but behind the scenes, you would never really know.
Nope.
Honestly, what is it? Oh, sign this document and we're going to protect your privacy and nobody
Hmm.
is going to see that. And how are you going to guarantee me that? Just trust me. I
Yeah.
barely be trusting my siblings. I'ma trust you. I don't even know who sent me this contract. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Mm.
So we're making our way to it. Robots, AI, cameras all over the place. You're not gonna be able to escape. Eventually, we're gonna get to a point where they make that system where they predict if you're gonna commit a crime before you do it, and then you go into jail for something you didn't do yet. It's coming, man. I'm telling you.
Ooh, you're right. But the AI can process and analyze everything in your view field of view. Data storage locations remain undisclosed. Potential backdoor access for law enforcement, even law enforcement. What Jess said about they're gonna catch you doing crimes and shit. Real time facial recognition capabilities, always on monitoring possibilities. Yeah, and this when we sign up and shit, no one's gonna fucking read that. There's like a small minority of people actually reading it, and it's mind blowing how much data we are giving them, and how much consent we're giving them through these apps. It's fucking crazy, Jez. Yeah, you're fucking right. And
And is the
go
perfect
ahead.
example for that is, do you remember that South Park episode where everybody was signed, they got those new Apple products, and supposedly they had signed over themselves to be part of the human centipede because nobody read the terms and conditions? Like, but that shit is real. Like,
Shit is
who has
real.
ever read the terms and conditions? And
Yeah.
they could just come up and knock on your door and be like, "Come on, you're coming with us." No, no, I'm not. What do you mean? Well, you signed the terms and conditions. You said you would be part of this. Just
Oh,
easy as that. You
fuck.
signed your name on a dotted line. You said accept. I accept these terms and conditions. These 50,000 pages of stuff I didn't even read and I agreed to.
Uh, that shit was gross, bro. Ugh. But keep the old school AirPods, guys, for sensitive convos. Even with the wireless ones, the newer ones, that shit's radiation. I had to switch to the wired ones. The old school wired ones that connected to your phone, because I was dealing with like memory loss type of thing. My mind was fogged, and it was just I switched over back to the wired ones, and I felt hella more better. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of people might think that's not it, but radiation wise, it really does fog up your brains, because how are you supposed to get it wireless by these energies, different energies, and radiation is part of it. But read the terms and conditions. Like, your freedom depends on it, yo. I don't know. I probably won't, cause that's just me, bro. That's just fucking me.
And to speak on about the wireless headphones and stuff. That's a real thing too. We, like I said, it's all about being desensitized to it
Mhm,
after a while. Because guess what? Remember when it first came out? Remember when cell phones
mhm,
first came out? And it was actually a big deal at one point where they're like, don't sleep with your phone next to your
ooh,
head, or da 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 da. Don't sleep with it on you because of the radiation, the radiation, the radiation. Everybody was just like, I don't care. You just get desensitized to it, and nobody talks about those things anymore. Like, how do you think the signal is getting sent back and forth? Now everything is wireless and nobody seems to care anymore. It's about getting desensitized to it over time. They got you
mhm,
right where they want you.
mhm.
That's with everything. You're going to eventually not care when they put it in your face enough.
True. Watch for sketchy permission requests. Disable features. Yeah, I've done it too. I disable features I'm not using at all. Like, some shit about tracking on your phone, the location data and stuff. I turn that all off, but still, you don't know. They're still probably tracking your ass regardless. It's that
Oh,
backdoor
you
type
ain't
of
getting
shit.
away. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
they know where you at. There's no.
yeah.
Let's just say this: people go off grid for a reason. That gives
Ooh.
you the best chance, and they still probably know exactly where the hell you at. So it's so many cameras in this world now. It's hard to get away. Um,
Oh man, cameras in your glasses, cameras in your ears. What about the back? They just need that. They fucking have the chest ones. People walking around doing these Riz compilations and shit with the, you know what I'm talking about? Say, what the
yeah,
fuck?
they got cameras on the cars,
Tesla, what the
all
fuck?
over the all over the place. No matter
Everywhere.
where you at, there's a camera You're not getting
What?
away. And I feel like,
Yeah, what's that saying? That saying that no matter what, someone is watching, regardless.
mm-hmm,
Like you
mm-hmm,
can't do anything nowadays. Yeah.
absolutely.
But this ain't just about bumping tunes anymore. We're talking about putting eyes and ears right on your head. But hey, that's the price of living in 2027, right? 2025. Stay sharp, fam. Leave your comments, your thoughts below on that. Do you think it's crazy? Are you gonna get it? I'm not fucking getting it. I'm sticking to the wired, man. Uh, yeah, leave your thoughts on that. You getting it, Jess?
I don't know.
We'll see how it looks on me. Okay.
Honestly, maybe not, because I'm not a really big. I'm not a like a big earbud fan. It kind of hurts after a while. I
Yeah, I
fucks
feel
with
you.
like I'm a big over the ear headphone type of person. So
And your work
and
doesn't really allow you with it, huh?
hell yeah, they do. But
Oh,
it's
they do.
also you got to keep him. Yeah, but you got to keep in mind too. Hearing loss is more likely with earbuds than over the ear headphones. Just keep that in
Speak
mind too,
that
people.
truth, yo. I'd be like, what'd you say? Huh? Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, you're deaf or something? I'm like, damn near shit. Yeah, I feel you. All right, you ready?
15 dating icks that'll make you ghost in 2025. The truth about modern dating.
Mm-hmm.
All right, listen up, fam. Your dating life's about to get real interesting because new research just dropped the ultimate truth bomb about what's making people run faster than their ex wedding invitation. Allegedly. All right, number one, suggesting baby names too early. You just met this person. You just went on a date to Applebee's, 2 for $25. I don't even know if they do that anymore with all this inflation. You're knee deep in your appetizer, and they look up across you and be like, "Do you think Ellen is a good name? I've always wanted to name my daughter that. Like, what do you think?" Cut. We're done. Out. Run as fast as you can. What are you talking about? I could barely afford this 2 for $25. I'm not talking about no damn baby names in here.
uh,
Number two. Oh, you got anything to say for that one?
uh,
Dolly, baby names.
for me, it'll like, yeah, okay, in a month or 2 months, if that's like part of your future, okay, talk about it. But yeah, you're right. In the first fucking date, couple dates, that's not the type of shit you should bring up. But yeah, that's all I got on that.
All right, number two. Talking about moving in together prematurely.
Mm.
Do I look like a homeless shelter to you? I don't know you. Why are you talking about moving in with me? That's a red flag. It's so bad. You ain't got nowhere to go tonight. Like, why do you want to move in with me? You living with your parents still? What's going on? Like, do you
uh
even have a job that we can afford living together in this economy?
Go
You're
quit.
not gonna pull that one over on me too quickly.
Right, right.
Absolutely not. What about you, Dolly? What do you feel about that?
No, yeah, first, second dates, yeah, it's not something you should talk about unless I don't know, unless you're doing some city insidious stuff. I don't. You just don't know nowadays. Okay, you just don't know.
Number
Uh,
three,
yeah, good.
dropping "I love you" too soon.
I did that
Now,
shit in a week. Okay, with my wife
now,
now, I did that shit in a week.
let's dissect that a little bit. There's a different type of "I love yous." Like, a lot of people these days, they don't really have the same umph behind the "I love you" now. Like, sometimes people just be saying that shit. Like,
Hmm.
I truly believe you need to really just take it. It depends on the context of what they said it. That's what I'll say
Sometimes I
about that
need
one.
it.
I won't go ahead and head for the hills on that one, but it depends on the context. Now, if they come in and you're like, "Oh, I'm so in love with you," just
Okay, okay, okay.
relax, okay?
Kay was like making me laugh and stuff, and I was genuinely like laughing. I was like, "Man, I love you." And she,
See that? I feel like that's an acceptable one, though. That's an acceptable. That's why I say context matters. I feel like that one's acceptable. Like, it's like, oh my god, like I'm having such a good time. You're so great. I love you.
yeah, yeah.
But
Mm. people will take
It
that the
just
wrong
depends.
fucking way.
They do. So,
No.
don't always head for the hills on that one, guys. Context matters.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes, and it depends on who you are. People always want to be like, oh, why can't my life be like this movie? That Are you sure you want it to be like this movie? Because a lot of these that I just named off happen pretty fast in these love movies. The I love you, the moving in, that happens in like 2 days in these movies.
Mm.
So, do you really want your life to be like that? And if you do, don't get mad at that man or woman for giving you what you asked
Mhm.
for. Did you want to read some of these?
Yeah,
Or you want me to keep going?
let's just read them off and like okay, for asking to meet parents too quickly, 43% agree. Posting relationship photos on social media too early. Yeah, I feel that. 39% agree. Bad personal hygiene ranked number 1, turn off by 32%. But yeah, rudeness, lack of manners, excessive social media obsession. Yeah, when you're like on the fucking date, yo, you can't just be on your fucking phone the whole time, you know? This day and age, you need attention. You need to give your full in front of the person. Yeah.
You need to engage in face to face
Mm-hmm.
conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
This is funny.
chasing up unanswered texts immediately.
Mm.
41% agree. Leaving personal items like a toothbrush after second date. Love bombing. I know a lot of people have dealt with that one.
The fuck is that? I'm
Love
trying
bombing. It's like how do I explain it?
to.
Hey, come here.
And like the rudeness and lack of manners too. I was thinking this too. Like, what do you got?
We'll come
Okay.
back to that one. And then playing hard to get to the point of seeming uninterested,
Mm,
overfiltered selfie, overfiltered selfies that don't match reality,
mm.
talking about exes excessively, making intense Valentine's Day plans too early.
Ooh,
I don't know good words for love
she trying to
bombing.
get
What's a
the
good
info
definition
right
for that?
now, man. Yeah, I want to know. Like, the fuck is
Like explain it for people that don't know what love bombing is.
When you give somebody like a lot of attention like really quickly and super fast, and then you kind of like stop giving it all of a sudden and just leave them emotionally confused.
Okay. So love bombing is when you give somebody like an excessive amount of attention and love and everything all at once very quickly, and you just abruptly
that?
stop and you leave that person emotionally confused and probably emotionally drained, and they don't know what you want from them at
That's
that.
fucking
That's what that is.
crazy. Yeah, I feel that one. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, people really go through that shit. Holy fuck.
Hell yeah, that shit is real as fuck.
Yeah.
But check this: 71% of singles are straight up avoiding Valentine's dates altogether. Why? Because nobody's trying to deal with the pressure. And get this: dating apps report about 70% of millennials and Gen Z are stuck in this digital maze, but they ain't telling you about the psychology behind these icks.
But we are. We're talking about it. But you trust your gut, but don't judge too quick. Keep them
Hmm.
social media mysteries alive. Pace yourself. Rushing kills the vibe. Stay authentic. Forget the fake flex. Yeah, for real. Communication over assumption.
We are not in the business of assuming. That
Yeah,
is
for real.
that is literally my phrase. I say that every time. I say that to the person I'm in a relationship with now. Whenever we just get in an argument, I'm like, why are you? I'm not in the business of assuming. So why are you going to assume that I know
Mm.
that? Communication is
Yeah,
key.
yeah.
It can make or break you. If you suck at communicating, don't get no relationship. Learn how to communicate and then try, because you will fail before you even start.
Mm-hmm. Let's get some unsolicited advice about some because I've read something as in like 40% of men between ages 20 and 30 don't really ask out women out on dates or go out on dates because of the fear of being rejected. On social media you see all these things and it's true. It'll make you fear rejection or fear women in general, that they're out for your money, They don't care about you. You got to make a certain amount of money to be in this type of relationship, type of things. And it's true. It's so true. It's crazy.
I truly believe that social media has messed up a lot of relationship situations, or people building relationships with people in general in this day and age. Because I think it was easier to date back then because we didn't have social media. You get to, people are so distracted. You see this man or this woman all over the place and you think, oh, I can get them. And sometimes y'all are not on the same level. Like, that's not attainable. As opposed to back then, you remember one people you had an option between dating were the people you see right in front of you, people that live in your town, the people that live in your neighborhood, the
Yeah.
people that worked at your job or went to your school. That was your pool of people. I just feel like the pool is now too big and people are always shooting to get the best. And, Tommy down the street no longer fits that bill because he doesn't have a Mercedes Benz, or Angela up the way isn't good enough because she's not,
Feel
I
you.
don't know, like a fitness guru, slim, thick, fine, all on Instagram. Do you know what I mean? Like filters and Instagram and things that are not real be their expectation for their future relationships. And that is keeping them single and keeping them missing out on good relationships, authentic relationships with people, not that fake all for social media bullshit. And I feel like that's also why people idolize these influencer couples that you know that they aren't doing so good and they're always cheating on each other. Stop following
Fucking
these
crazy.
fake, it's just not real. It's not real. Like, you're seeing what they want you to see. So
Yes, yes. That's so fucking true. Yeah. Thank you, Jess. I think people should really listen to what she just said. Message right there. That's a big ass message. It's not fucking real, people. But leave your thoughts, comments on that. We are gonna move on. We're getting close to the end of the show. Um, after this last story, we'll react to on viral views. I got two videos, but there was a voodoo doll. It went viral. People, we're gonna react
oh,
to that one. Yeah, we're gonna react to that one. And there was another video that I uploaded. So we're just gonna look at that one too. So, but let's move on. Leave your thoughts on that, guys. In a raw moment that hit different, Gillie the Kid just dropped a bombshell on Shannon Sharp's Club ShayShay, revealing that 17-year-old Noah Scurry, who recently gunned down in Philly, was allegedly behind his son's Young Cheese's murder. Let's check out this
I just
video.
read I saw about the 17-year-old basketball player, straight A student. Am I wrong, Gillie? It used to be like the athletes, they got protected.
Right.
Nobody touched them. Hey, he good now. He gonna be what we, they're gonna be talking about the block. He from the block, he got out. They protected those guys. What happened?
That's who killed my son.
The street's been talking, but now we got the real. Scurry, a star basketball player with NBA dreams, caught 17 bullets outside his crib just hours after dropping his first drill track. The same streets that took Cheese in July 2023 came back for Noah. Makes you wonder, when does the cycle end? This ain't just another Philly story. It's a wake-up call about how the streets keep taking our youth. And
damn.
I can't believe we did that story and it came back on Gillie, bro. Oof. It just sounded like to me, it sounded like a setup. I'm not, this is alleged, this is my perspective, assuming like if they killed his son, who says this wasn't a setup to get Noah Scurry? You know what I mean?
In that life that they live in, a lot of things that come around end up being a setup. Like you said, when does the cycle end? Eye for an
Yeah.
eye. And if it's an eye for an eye, the eye is never going to end. The eye is going to keep eyeing.
Mm-hmm. Scurry had the highest SAT scores in his class. Young Cheese was hit in a triple shooting. Noah was killed getting his mom's car before school. He had a multiple D1 basketball offers. Jess, what's D1 basketball offers for someone who doesn't know?
It's like a really good college. It's like really good
Okay.
colleges. Like, D1 athletes. It's like they go to like they get offers from the best of the best colleges that will more than likely get you into the NFL. Because they don't look at every college, or some colleges they see deemed smaller than others,
Mm,
or D1 athletes get to go to like some of the best places to play.
damn. So he had a future, yo. That's crazy. The incident happened just 24 hours after his first music drop. Guys, we did this story, and again, it's crazy that it just straight up connected right there. Go look back. We did a report on that. Let's get into deeper, like about our kids need mentors more than they need mics and guns. You know what I mean? Drop some gems, Jess. What's up?
Yeah, like I said, this thing with the kids getting into it, and I really don't know what to say about that. It's just it runs so deep and it's gone on for so long. I don't even, you know, they need to start having those leaders in every community again that go by a set of rules. The issue is it's turning into the wild wild west, and these young people don't want to follow the rules. There even used to be, even when there were gang activities, there used to be a code of honor. You know what I mean? That that is not like that no more. They don't care
Yeah,
about none of
these
that.
young people.
So I really don't know what to say about
Yeah.
it. They just they don't care, and I don't know what they're gonna do about it. Like,
We got to create more
I don't know at this point.
opportunities beyond the streets too. Community centers over stores might save lives. Parents need to know where these kids are after dark. Um, they clone Tyrone. That is an eye-opening movie, yo. That gets you thinking like, holy shit, is this a setup? Is this a continuing cycle that they want you to keep doing? Gun stores, liquor stores, you got crack dealers at corners. It just makes you fucking think after watching that movie. It's not just a movie, yo. Like like what Jess says, what we've been talking about. These movies are a message. Some of it might be um fictional, but majority could be fucking true, and it's just crazy.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Leave your thoughts on that, guys. Comment below. What do you think things could change? This is part of the show that is very eye-opening, that we talk about these real issues, what these young people could get. The message of what we're saying is stay out of trouble, keep your head low, um, stay in basketball, but outside of that stuff, drill rap, it's just it's your community around you too, and your friends you're surrounded with. It kind of shows where you're going in life. Ugh. But yeah, leave your thoughts on that. Okay, let's go. Viral views. Here we go. We're getting close to the end of the show, guys. Everyone's seen it. Jess saw it, and it was like crazy. It was like, what the fuck? But let's look at this. He was fucking killing that shit.
That right there, when I first seen that, I was like, they Eagles fans. They damn some next level creepy. I
Patrick Mahomes is like, what the fuck is going on with me right now? He's like, oh, my fucking heart. Like shit.
And some people were saying too, they were like, I don't know, like they were equaling that to how he was playing, because they're like, I don't know, he wasn't playing like how he usually plays, and
Right.
I don't know, man, that was crazy. I will even go as far as saying that he really wasn't playing as
He wasn't, no.
like himself. So I don't know if we're gonna give that lady that type of credit, but hey, I, I don't know.
Jalen Hurts.
But that also sucks too, because but that also sucks too, because I don't want to take away from the Eagles' defensive line, because they was beating that man. They blitzed 0% through that game. 4-man front they were taking him down with just the D line, no blitzing. So I don't know if I want to necessarily take that away from the Eagles' defensive line. Them boys was eating that man alive through that entire game. I wish you would have got that picture when they had made him fumble and then they hit him in the face too. I wish you would have got a clip of that and put it up so we could look at it.
Dude, that happened multiple times, yo.
Lord, that
it was just a good game.
Bro.
Fans are crazy, yo. What the fuck? That's some real black magic shit right there, though.
I just wanted to see if I could find it so you could see what I was talking about. Because that was insane. I just want to see like just the sequence. Like I just want to see. Hold on. That was crazy.
Was it on TikTok or Instagram?
Yeah, I'm about to see.
But yeah, guys, we're getting close to, this is damn near close to the end of the show, guys. We've been here for an hour already, and we're just reacting to viral views. Leave your thoughts on that, man. You got it?
Oh, let me let it start over, yeah.
Damn.
Like, like why did they do him like that? I'm surprised they didn't get a penalty for that,
bro. It's like the refs
because that
made a freaking 180 turn on them. It was like, what the fuck, refs, where you been at? Where you at?
I'm telling you. Remember before the game started, I told you that article had just came out about the refs favoring the Chiefs. I'm telling you I told you that was going to affect the game. I was like, they're going to try their best because everybody's looking at them like, oh, the Chiefs are going to win because the refs are on their side. They've got so many questionable calls. Yeah. And the game had already started off that way with that pass interference on that offensive pass interference on AJ Brown, that BS call.
Oh yeah,
I was like, it's already started. It's already starting. I think that really affected how they called the game too, because there was some calls that they obviously should have called for the Chiefs too, but I think they were just trying to save face at some point. But they also was getting their ass whipped real bad too. So
they got blown the fuck out, yo.
Blown out. It was never a doubt who was gonna win that game. Not one time. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And as a Raider fan, it made my heart happy. NFL fan base, take them down.
5 to 6 more months till NFL's back up. We got Pete Carroll, yo. Let's go this next season, yo. We're here for it, yo. Just can't wait to talk about it. We're gonna bring you that shit. But yeah, share your thoughts on that, guys. Super Bowl, this Gillie story, the 15 icks, crazy. But I got one more that was kind of short, but we're gonna react to this one. Let's do it.
Hi.
I think it's on backwards. I think it's on
the fucking song, bro. I'm done, bro.
I'm weak as hell.
That was hella funny. Closing thoughts. What you got, Jess?
No, that's it. Everybody that came down for All-Star Weekend in the Bay Area, I hope y'all didn't drive to any of the events and you Ubered and Lyft and didn't get robbed in the city because they gave all y'all a warning not to do that. So I hope y'all had a good and safe weekend
So
at
true,
All-Star
bro.
Weekend.
That is so true, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, like tens and thousands of people flying in, and damn. Woo, yeah, be safe, yo.
Mhm.
Don't post again. Message, hello. Don't post where your location is. Say where you're at, what jewelry type of stuff you have. Yeah, just stay away from that shit. But yeah, that's the end, y'all. Stay current on the latest sports, celebrity, and culture news. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and follow the channel. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We're dropping fresh content every week. Subscribe, yo. Thank you for the 10 new subscribers. Welcome. You're here for the long run, I guess. So that's pretty cool. But positive note, positive post. We end it. Life sucks, but you have the options to sit there and cry about it, or you can simply move on and become stronger. Have a great rest of your week, and happy Valentine's weekend. Stay blessed. See y'all next week.